Sweden, post-Russia's invasion of Ukraine, sought to join NATO, following Finland's footsteps. While Finland's membership was greenlit, Sweden's accession faced roadblocks from Hungary and Turkey. Hungary's objection, considered simpler than Turkey's, will be our focal point today. Turkey and Hungary's veto power in the NATO accession process is rooted in NATO's voting mechanisms, which prioritize unanimous decisions to foster unity and trust. Navigating these complexities, NATO ensures it remains a cohesive alliance. However, these dynamics often veil underlying political maneuvers. While we unpack these reasons, we invite our viewers to share witty, relevant comments and memes. For those tracking Russia-Ukraine, show some support with a like and subscribe. Word is, every new subscriber makes Putin's mustache quiver. Let's dive in. Why Hungary doesn't want Sweden in NATO. While Hungary's discontent stems from democratic disagreements, Turkey's reservations are tied to geopolitical and historical issues. Turkey and Sweden have had divergent views on topics like the recognition of the Armenian genocide and Sweden's stance on the Kurds, whom Turkey views as a security threat due to ties with the PKK. Moreover, Turkey might be leveraging its veto power to gain concessions on other fronts within NATO or the EU. Sweden's progressive foreign policies, emphasizing human rights and freedom of expression, sometimes clash with Turkey's own domestic and regional priorities. All in all, while Hungary's objections are largely centered on EU internal politics, Turkey's objections highlight broader geopolitical and historical complexities. Why Turkey doesn't want Sweden in NATO. Turkey's resistance to Sweden's NATO entry is multi-pronged. Sweden's critiques of Turkey's perceived democratic backslide under President Erdogan have caused friction. Central to their dispute is the Kurdish issue. Turkey, facing challenges from Kurdish autonomy movements, especially the PKK, views them as a threat. Although Sweden doesn't openly support the PKK, Turkey seeks a proactive stance from Sweden against the group, including extradition requests. Discussions on Sweden's membership in various countries haven't yielded much progress. Turkey's economic ties with Russia, such as the Turk Stream pipeline and a nuclear project, coupled with Erdogan's recent re-election, make Turkey a pivotal player in NATO accession. While Turkey's opposition party might be more receptive to Sweden's entry, the Kurdish issue remains a sticking point. NATO's unanimity rule for membership expansion. NATO's Article 10 mandates unanimous approval for any country's membership, underscoring the significance of Hungary and Turkey's opposition to Sweden's accession. Originally designed for a smaller group, securing unanimous consent has become challenging as NATO's membership grew to 31 countries. Both Hungary and Turkey can thus veto Sweden's entry. Notably, even as a recent entrant, Finland's vote is essential, but having already secured approval, attention shifts to Hungary and Turkey, the final dissenters. In large organizations, achieving consensus is inherently tough. The UN Security Council, with merely 5 veto-wielding members, frequently grapples with decision-making challenges, reflecting the complexities of collective action in international alliances. Why NATO requires unanimity. NATO's unanimous voting for expansion is rooted in Article 5 of the North Atlantic Treaty, emphasizing collective defense. If one member is attacked, it's seen as an attack on all. For this to hold weight, adversaries must believe that NATO members genuinely back each other. Voluntary compliance is crucial in international institutions like NATO, as forced actions undermine the alliance's spirit. While unanimity ensures members' commitment to defend newcomers, it doesn't imply absolute agreement on their entry. Member objections are raised during the accession process. Furthermore, behind-the-scenes dynamics, such as strategic considerations or potential incentives, can subtly sway decision-making in the accession process. Fishing for inducements. Inducements aptly denotes the incentives potentially offered to Hungary and Turkey for Sweden's NATO inclusion. Sweden's accession could become a negotiation involving policy or financial advantages. These inducements, while potentially facilitating Sweden's entry, introduce a contentious element regarding their distribution among NATO members. Furthermore, if inducements drive a country's support, It could weaken the collective defense principle in Article 5. External actors like Russia might also leverage inducements to further their interests and counter NATO expansion. Conversely, coercion, through pressures or threats, can hinder Sweden's NATO bid. These mechanisms underscore the multifaceted nature of NATO's accession procedure and the varied influences that can dictate alliance decision-making. Punishing nay votes. Negative consequences instead of inducements could be employed to influence Hungary and Turkey regarding Sweden's NATO accession. Direct sanctions might be counterproductive, eroding the alliance's unity. However, leveraging interests in non-Article 5 areas is viable. For instance, the U.S. paused F-16 jet sales to Turkey, making approval of software updates for existing jets conditional on Turkey supporting Sweden's membership. More radical measures, like the potential expulsion of Hungary and Turkey, although highlighting the seriousness of the stalemate, are improbable due to the disruption they'd cause the alliance. Such extreme measures, though illustrative of potential ramifications for obstructing accession, are unlikely to be actualized given the importance of alliance cohesion. Can NATO kick out Hungary or Turkey? The North Atlantic Treaty lacks provisions for forcibly ejecting members. While Article 13 allows voluntary departure with a year's notice, a removal clause discussed in 1949 was excluded to preserve Article 5's credibility, the cornerstone of collective defense. It was believed that any NATO country straying from Western values might lean towards the Soviet Union or the Warsaw Pact. Although Article 5 stresses collective defense, its second paragraph implies member states can respond to threats as they see fit. Hypothetically, should a member like the U.S. view another as obstructive, it might offer minimal aid during an attack, symbolically diluting their NATO benefits. This challenges Article 5's integrity and could pressurize non-compliant members like Hungary or Turkey. Nonetheless, such actions are speculative, and their ramifications on the alliance's unity render them improbable. The Vienna Convention, a treaty for treaties. The Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties, though intriguing as a tool to terminate NATO memberships based on breaches, has limitations. Article 60 allows for treaty termination upon a material breach, but with all NATO members' consent. However, Turkey never signed, and the U.S. didn't ratify the convention, complicating its application. Using it risks fracturing NATO. Moreover, forming a separate alliance might dilute NATO's unity and defense capabilities, further destabilizing the security landscape. While these measures are theoretically conceivable, they're not practical given the imperatives of alliance unity against external threats. Diplomatic solutions remain the preferred path, emphasizing NATO's cohesion and effective response to challenges, including Hungary and Turkey's stance on Sweden. Fake NATO. Creating a fake NATO like NAFO or FNATO might sound whimsical but isn't practical. Such an endeavor would splinter NATO, compromising its defense capacities. NATO's unity is crucial for member states' security. Instead of diverting into alternate alliances, the focus should be diplomatic dialogues addressing Hungary and Turkey's concerns and aiming for Sweden's inclusion in NATO. While NATO's unanimity rule poses challenges, the overarching goal is member states' collective defense. Overcoming hurdles requires dialogue, negotiation, and mutual understanding. The hidden benefits of the unanimity rule. NATO's unanimous voting rule for membership has unseen advantages. By providing inducements, it keeps fringe members like Turkey engaged, enhancing NATO's geographic outreach. The delay in the accession process acts as a strategic tool, amplifying the coercive bargaining power of the aspiring member and NATO, dissuading adversaries like Russia from disrupting via conflict. The prolonged process also gives aspiring members the window to settle territorial disputes, ensuring only stable countries with resolved boundaries join, bolstering NATO's unity. Furthermore, this elongated admission process gives NATO a chance to gauge the commitment and stability of the new member. By making them wait and proving their dedication, the alliance ensures only genuinely committed countries join. Despite challenges, NATO's core aim remains collective defense enhancement. Dialogues and negotiations aim for a harmonious inclusion of nations like Sweden, while preserving the alliance's ethos. Hope you found this video informative and engaging. I'd greatly appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up, share it with others who might find it interesting, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Your support means a lot to me. Stay tuned for the next video, and until then, take care.